Welcome to Good News Week and the big news. Kev. Kev, the beige king is dead. Long live the ginger queen. The Australian Labor Party, keeping undermining strong. Gee, we take our sport seriously. We're out of the World Cup. That's it. Sack the Prime Minister. In case you've been living in a cave, Australia now has not just its first female Prime Minister, but also its first atheist Prime Minister, its first unmarried Prime Minister, its first term overthrowing Prime Minister, and its first Prime Minister elected by a party apparently terrified of winning 2 elections in a row. Labor policy 2010. When faced with public opinion that questions the mettle and integrity of your party, panic! Panic! They deny the move was done in blind, stupid terror. It was perfectly sober, stupid terror. The end came swiftly. Unlike BP, Labor cleans up its spills overnight. Still, this is an historic occasion. But while Julia Gillard is our first ever female leader, Rudd was the first time we ever truly respected someone called Kevin. He's learned an important lesson. You don't shake a sauce bottle, you slap it till it bleeds. At least if Julia ever comes out with nonsense like fair shake of the sauce bottle, she's got the voice to back it up. Julia was humble and gracious in her first speech as Prime Minister. And she said she wouldn't take up residence in the lodge because she didn't want to move into the Prime Minister's place before her time. Yeah, a bit late for that. In his very moving farewell speech, Rudd said, "To the great God and creator of us all, I thank him or her." Yeah, he was covering his ass in case the big beardy sky man's been replaced by a woman too. The sad thing is, this was inevitable. Why should the Liberals have all the leader-changing fun? Tony Abbott described the coup as an ugly assassination, and certainly not the sort of thing he'd do, with the exception of last December. There have been complaints. Julia is not the leader we voted for. But in our political system, we don't ever vote for the leader. We vote for factional hacks who decide the leader based on opinion polls, chicken entrails, and good old-fashioned ALP revenge. That's how democracy works. And so, from everyone here at Good News Week, farewell, Kev. We'll miss you, mate. And that's the...
And that's...
I gotta think about climate. This is about the mining. ETS! The ETS!
Good news.
It's alive!
It's Good News Week. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's Good News Week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Thank you, good evening. Tonight, half the year gone and still on the air, the delicious Claire Hooper. The desirable Colin Lane. And the devastating Tommy Dean. And they're shaking the very foundations of the mountain man, Mikey Robbins. She's gearing up for the Commonwealth Games. You can lick the back of her head, and she's one of Australia's greatest ever swimming champions. Libby Tricker. And just back from Europe, about to head off to Vietnam, the glorious Tom Gleeson. Lick the back of your head. I could see consternation cross your face there, but you have a stamp.
Yes, I do. Well, it's interesting that you said lick the back of my head because I've had a few people do that to me just in real life.
In real life?
It's awkward. Really awkward.
You know what? It's the swimming caps. They just look like they must taste really good.
Maybe.
It's amazing Paul has a stamp too. It says on the bottom, actual size.
Yes, laugh while
You
you can.
used a stamp of yourself yet?
I have. Yeah.
Do you get an envelope and it says, you know, prepaid, and you're like,
I can't use it.
Do you think it causes confusion for people that would rather lick the front? And then their mail keeps coming back.
What's it like to win gold? Gold.
Oh, it's fine, Paul.
Yes.
Look, it's...
How many medals do you have? Is it rude to ask?
At the Olympics?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
How many medals? Who knows?
There's a drawer at home that I have of just old state medals and stuff. But at the Olympic Games, I've won 3 gold, silver, and 2
look
bronze.
at that. Isn't it good to have a genuine champion on the show as opposed to Eamon, near enough's good enough Sullivan? Isn't that good?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, I have a swing even when he's not here. That's the way I work.
It's a pleasure to have you on. And you're also doing the Commonwealth Games in Delhi?
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually going to be involved in the broadcast from Melbourne, involved in Good Morning Delhi. Very creative name. And yes, I'll be involved in that, which I'm really excited about. It's seeing the sport from a different angle and getting paid to watch sport, which is fun.
Okay.
I enjoy that.
And you're doing that with our friend Liz Ellis. Is she part of that little team or not?
Yes, well, I actually think Liz will be involved over in Delhi, so I'll be from Melbourne.
How many gold medals has Liz Ellis won? Catfight.
She's taller than me, though, so she'll be able to take me down.
I think you'll find she's won as many as Eamon Sullivan.
You've got
Do you have an issue with Eamon
He
that
has
we
an
need
issue.
to sort out?
Well, Eamon's so goddamn beautiful.
I know,
isn't
he's
he?
just
and he
beautiful.
can cook. So,
Upsets me.
And where are you heading off to shortly? Vietnam?
Well, I'm going to Vietnam for my brother's wedding, but I've just been to Ireland. I went over to do a comedy festival there, and it was very exciting to be in Ireland because I look like I'm from there. I'm serious. People would ask me for directions all the time, and then as soon as I started to speak, I could tell by the look on their face that they knew that they'd made a very big mistake. But I'd persevere. I'd be like, yeah, what you do is you just turn left, turn right, turn left, go across the street, right down a couple of blocks, and then you're in Summer Bay, you flaming mongrel! I've got a holiday snap I want to show you.
You've got a holiday snap.
In Ireland, they speak Irish as well as English, and so all the place names and all the signs are in English and Irish. And I found a sign and I took a photo of it. See that? That's Wine Museum. And in Irish, it's Fiona Museum.
Fiona Lockham's not even here and you're having a crack.
Her name means wine.
It's like the idea of Fiona going to the Fiona Museum and seeing the exhibits so she can remember where she's been.
I hate missing the joke, though, because when you first flashed up the picture, I thought you were going to point out that museum was so close to museum that it wasn't necessary to translate that. Surely if you see the way the Irish spell museum, you wouldn't be, I wonder what that is. Museum.
Have you been to Ireland?
No,
Never?
never. I've never been anywhere except Australia. And then I
Wait a
stayed there,
second.
so I can't even go back and tell people I've been.
And how long have you graced our fair shores for now?
2010 minus 1992.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
18, sir.
Yes. Sorry, I've got young children. I like to, keep everything in a word problem. Make them work it out.
Yeah.
About 18 years.
How old are the kids now?
The kids are, I've got an 8-year-old son and twin daughters who are 5.
Oh, cool.
So, thank you for that.
We're not.
No,
We're not actually in America now. So when you say something like that in Australia, we don't just clap.
I thought they'd be...
Oh, he's the first person that's done it!
But there has been, within the news that you're not doing
I'm
it...
65 years old.
You're not doing it as much as you
Today
used to.
I breathed oxygen. Wow.
Not just oxygen.
Once again, attacking your members of your team straight out of the gate.
Yeah, but at least I have the guts to attack people on the show.
Oh, let's get these two. Oh, it's fiery. It's already fiery.
I don't like you. Your shirt is too similar coloured to mine.
It's a long show. I'm going to have a go at you later.
Okay. I thought you said it was a long show. I can change my shirt. I can change mine. No, I can't. It sounds like my mother's laugh.
Are you still doing that comedy business?
I know.
I know.
I love my mother. And I don't know when it happened, but I also started expressing surprise like her as well. I don't know if anyone else has reached an age where suddenly somebody surprises them and they go, woo, like that, and go, oh no! I did the mum surprise noise.
Yeah.
Oh, I better have a cup of tea.
It's like you squeeze a chicken and it doesn't go bugwok, it goes boo, like that.
Okay.
When was the last time you squeezed a chicken? Because I did one on Tuesday, but I'm just wondering when you squeezed a... I didn't do one. I did...
Most recently I squeezed a wombat.
Did you? Where did they go? They just do nothing.
No, I just bit Frank Woodley on the nipple.
That's one threesome I would have liked to... Anyway.
More of that later.
More of that later. We all happy?
Yeah.
All joy?
Deliriously.
Anything else we want to express?
Oh,
No?
milk?
Milk?
Sorry.
Let's...
Sorry about that. Do you want to do that again?
No. We're going to begin now. What's the story is where we start, Claire, Colin,
Milk?
Tommy, if you can stop fighting each other. Power up. Look at this. Tell me what it's about. Oh, look. Ah! Oh!
University
Stelios?
of Western Sydney.
Thams?
Some sort of...
What's Thams?
Oh!
Ugh. Who? What? Where?
Didn't they make a robot head with the capacity to
Yes.
express emotions?
To mimic emotions, to mimic
Yeah,
human emotions.
but it was just a head. I think
Yes.
it's specialised in the expression of, I can't feel my legs!
It looked like one of those machines that picked things up and moved them, so it could have been like that we just saw one face, but maybe it's actually just taking faces off a variety of people and shifting them to new things. And its emotion then would be, this is probably wrong. Some sort of face-stealing robot that the university's come up with.
Where would you have your... I'd have my face put on a fridge.
Permanently, or...
It's like watching a dog try to wrap a present.
But who was the face, though? See, you guys knew who the name was. Who was the name?
I only knew it because I'm very well educated, and also it was
Read it
written
off the
at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Yes, I think you'll find that it was Stelios Arcadiou.
Stellar. Anyone know?
Performance artist.
Performance artist, yes.
yes.
For doing weird, just like staging one weird event where he did something uncomfortable or something.
A lot of his work has to do with the body.
Yeah.
Does it?
So it would be up his alley to have his face
Oh,
stolen.
hello.
Hello, Governor. Hello, up his alley.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Nothing at all.
Is he the guy who... Did they engage the performance artist to deliver them all the emotions so that they could tell the robot just do it like this guy?
Did they?
It sounds
Why
plausible.
don't you tell us why he's involved?
No, I'm asking you for an answer.
No, I'm saying I'm done now, and you have to tell us what...
That's it?
No, we gave you an answer.
This is...
The University of New South Wales has developed a robot that steals faces. Then, through the stolen faces, shows the emotion of the robot itself. Is that correct, Paul?
I think I'm going to give you 5 points and stop you because it's getting sad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Boffins at the University of Western Sydney have created an intelligent robot called
Yes.
the articulated head
There, got that.
that can mimic humans.
But wasn't that just a screen?
Isn't that what we
though?
said?
I just want a little bit more coherent information. Did anyone understand what they said?
We said
Thank
what
you.
you said.
Oh, hell. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we always say what he said, yeah. So, after he said it, unfortunately. The articulated head can even copy your expressions. It's a giant leap forward in robotics, previously only achieved by an experimental device known as a mirror. It's hoped the robot will eventually be able to terrify old people. Not terrify, help. Help. It's hoped the robot will be able to help old people as long as they don't want anything. It'll say things like, I can't pick that up either.
Or help you've fallen and you can't get up.
What would you like to do? Play I Spy? It's possible the articulated head could even evolve into an intelligent wheelchair for elderly people, or an intelligent parasite that uses elderly people as a power source. Mikey, Libby, Tom, get your skates on.
Yeah.
Cheery?
Yeah.
Oh.
Roller derby.
It's a nice
or something.
outfit.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Wow, I think I've just found my next drag name.
Don't type that into Google Images, all right?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what that means.
Punani.
It's so cute.
It's punani.
Punani.
Like punani is like a fun way of saying vagina.
Yeah. Yeah, or as the French would say, wajina.
Vagina.
Given the earlier information that Tom presented with us, I just thought punani was Irish for tsunami.
Roller skates,
It's
they
roller
were.
derby.
Roller
Yes,
derby,
it
which was huge in the 70s.
And it's come back.
Yeah, it got a lot of us through puberty.
I actually went to a roller derby and there was another contestant called Mary Poppins Skulls. So I didn't make that up. It's a good one. I like that one.
And apparently the biggest hero on the roller derby rink at the moment, her name is the Punani Tsunami. I just think that's so cute.
But is she, to use the language of the roller derby, is she a jammer?
Don't type into Google Punani Tsunami plus jammer.
Definitely don't do that.
Because you'll see the problem and then you'll see the problem being solved.
Yeah,
10 points for them, because they're good. Roller derby is back, and if you don't know what it is, imagine a thrilling combination of skating, wrestling and underwear modelling. Roller derby is a full contact sport with two teams of 5 women aggressively skating around an oval track. But it's not just about tight buttocks, strong thighs, heaving bosoms, sweaty bodies, slamming into each other, rippling muscles, the groans of contact, the sweet slap of girl flesh on girl. Sorry, what was I talking about? Women say roller derby is an affirmation of girl power, and blokes are very happy to let them think that. Of course, it's not just a titillating perv fest. You can also buy beer. It got a popularity boost from recent movie Whip It, just like Rocky did for boxing, Billy Elliot did for ballet, and Dirty Dancing did for teen pregnancy. So after one feminine round of Good News Week, the Hooper team are on 5 points. And the Robbins team are on 10 points. Coming up, Heavenly Voices. During the break, as we all had a little blubber, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Lane and Dean have a Zimmer frame.
For the articulated head. When it gets old. No, it's for little kitty cats.
We also have batik.
Yes, batik that you can wear like this. I've got a mask, and this is a hat from Indonesia. And not that this stuff is from Bali, but Barry Humphries did say, if it looks good in Bali, keep it in Bali.
And finally, we have this.
Very excited to have a brand new band on the block, the Basement Birds, featuring Cav Temperley and Josh Pike.
To be alive. born to be alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Basement Birds. How are you both?
Good.
Yeah, very well, thank
Very,
you.
very well.
Beautiful version of the Patrick Hernandez hit.
It's a beautiful
It's
song.
a genius
Gorgeous,
song.
yeah.
It's by a beautiful man.
How are the Basement Birds going?
Very good.
Yeah, really good. It's,
We're here for a short time, not a long time.
Yeah.
We've got an album coming out in July. Then we do a tour
yep,
in August. And then we go back to our day jobs.
Then we're done.
And that's it? You're both going back to your separate bands?
Yep.
Yep.
This just happened to be the year that we all didn't have a record out, basically.
It's the year of the bird.
Yep.
Basement Birds. Anyone heard the track? Beautiful.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
great.
Beautiful. Yeah. So look, someone even
Like, correct.
one of the great unlost.
Let's just call it a passionate few. perhaps.
Yes.
I'm really into it.
This bodes very well.
Yeah.
Or we could fake it for the people of Australia. If
Yeah,
I
let's
say, has
do it
anyone
again.
heard the beautiful single? And you just go fucking crazy. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Not yet, idiot. Has anyone heard the beautiful single off this album?
Wow.
Beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll be hearing more from you later, I believe.
Yes,
Come
we
back.
will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like some help with the Born to Be Alive?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we would. Yeah. You got to reach this note. Live.
And then if Tommy can do it an octave below that as well.
The articulated head is back, ladies and gentlemen. Can you please thank the Basement Birds? Basement Birds. And Robbins, Trickett and Gleeson have... a sleepy boy. Oh, look at you. Would you like me to come over and tuck you in?
Not like the other night.
Mikey, are you warm enough? Do you want me to get another blanket?
I am sweating like Barnaby Joyce in an IQ test.
We also have lab equipment.
Oh, wait, I have to turn this on.
All right.
Is that right?
Oh, hang on.
wait.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just looks like you have two heads.
That's incredible.
Look at that. Oh, let me think. Oh, I'm thinking.
Baby says pretty.
After this, I'm going to go to a nightclub and just scare the kids.
I feel so lonely in here. That's just sad. Hello.
And finally...
Anyone got a torch?
And some tweezers. And... Sorry, I apologise. And finally, we have this.
For a little help, I'd like a big round of applause for Christa Hughes.
Wake up and make love to me. Oh, wake up and make love, sweet love. Oh, wake up and make love to me. I don't wanna make you. I'll let your fancy take you, and you wake up and make love, sweet love. Thank you.
Christa Hughes and James on the trombone, ladies and gentlemen. Unexpected. How are you, Christa?
I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Paul McDermott.
This is the...
Best CD anyone could buy in Australia.
Oh, I love that. Filled in for that. You're working with your father on this?
Yes.
And is your
Me too.
documentary, the documentary of your and your father's existence, is that out there in the world?
I don't know if it's been
It
released.
was a great,
to buy.
documentary done on Christa
Yeah.
and your dad.
My
It was
dad,
great.
Dick Hughes. My granddad,
One of
Dick
the legends.
Hughes, the double agent. And my great-granddad, Dick Hughes, the ventriloquist.
Yeah. It's a long, wonderful history.
Yes,
Yeah.
I come from a line of Dicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Christa
Thank you.
and James. More of those hot singers at the end of the show. Now to a game called Buzzwords. Hooper Team, tell us more about these words of the week. Miniskirt meteorology. What's that about?
My theory is that weather people are getting hotter and more female and more sultry. The weather as a serious issue has been overshadowed by the need for the entertainment of young women in miniskirts telling us what's going to happen in the weather.
Ah. Do you read the paper at all? Or?
No.
I think it's one of those things that's essentially an invented news story to get some coverage for a business. In this case, the business is eBay UK. So they were saying that they notice sales trends before the weather changes. So about 3 days before the weather, say, goes cold, they will notice that long skirts are selling better. And then if they notice mini skirts selling suddenly better, then it means that in 3 days the weather's going to get sunny. But that's the story.
You are right. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
The Colin effect?
I don't know. Is it the sticky feeling I've got right now? Hey?
Oh, I really want you to rephrase that.
What is the Colin effect, Colin?
I'm not sure. It's something to do with, I don't know, is it you become hairy, maybe? I mean, I'm quite hairy, really. I mean, look at that. Woo!
I've been hanging out with you backstage
Kind of disappointing.
for a couple of hours waiting for the show, and I had as much hair as Tom before I started sitting in with you.
Yeah.
And now look what's happened.
Yeah, people just grow hair when I'm around. No, it's to do with
No.
It's completely ruined Claire's Brazilian.
Oh, putting on it. It's about apparently people who are called Colin are more likely to suffer from specific health conditions. Mr. Paul, something to do with Colin. People called Colin have like a high rate of heart disease.
I reckon it's when you take a really long time to answer a question. It's known as the Colin effect.
Is that why you have Colin?
I actually have broken it. Yep, I actually have. Yep, there you go.
I think we've seen the Colin effect.
Yeah, that's the Colin effect.
Right here.
Oh, Paul. Drink it more.
And you broke the pen.
Oh.
You broke.
Crikey, Moses.
The interesting thing is, just before the violence and the breaking of the screen, Colin was correct.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Experts compared naming trends over the past 80 years with the rate of health problems and found Colin, Brian and Alan had better watch out. They're 5 times more likely than Simon, Mark and Kevin to have diabetes and 20 times more likely to suffer a stroke.
Is that why? Is that why they have to have colonoscopies?
Man flu, last one.
Well, is this just about how when men get the flu, they suffer more?
Thank you. So neat. Did you want to add to that? I'm sorry.
Don't apply the Colin effect. Don't apply it.
I don't know. I think that men don't get sick that often, but when they do get sick, they go down hard. And I know this is probably very unpopular and will break up my marriage, but women get sick all the time. All the freaking time! Oh, and they have to tell you as well. Oh, I've got a headache. Oh, I've got a sore heel. Oh, I sneezed yesterday. I mean, you know.
Well, if you'd have a decent conversation with us, we wouldn't have to try talking to you all the time about things. If you just tell us how you feel for once.
But the thing is, you talk too much and we don't talk enough. That's the thing. You talk too much.
Your mother warned me it would be like this.
15 points for them. Make them stop. Man flu, it really does exist. New research has found men do moan more than women when they're sick. A British study of 3,000 men found 1 in 2 exaggerated their pain more than women, particularly their period pain. Men also fake illnesses more. Women will feign a headache on occasion, but that's only to avoid more substantial faking later. Yes. Ready for some buzzwords? Robin's team.
Try and stop us, Paul
Okay.
McDermott. Try and stop us.
Cuvade syndrome.
You've stopped us.
Cuvade.
Sounds French, doesn't it?
Well, crevettes. I've got crevettes syndrome.
Crevette.
No, it's not good for me. I can't surrender.
I actually think I know this one.
Yeah.
It is. It's when it's a.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I really like the way that you can manage to make your answers longer and our answers longer as well. It's a skill.
This is I think what
Tourette
Tom's doing is-
syndrome.
It is actually sort of almost related to what you were talking about before.
Yeah, it's when you have a sympathetic pregnancy, or not a sympathetic pregnancy. You show all the symptoms of like the
bloke
man
does.
Yeah.
Like the.
So it's like man flu.
They don't have to go any further, they know it. That's it, 5 points.
It's weird, though, when their water breaks.
Yeah, it's weirder when they call it a sympathetic punani tsunami.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Punanis and tsunamis are coming down the stairs. Punanis and tsunamis are chasing Teddy. Oh no!
Cockchafer Beatles.
Cockchafer.
Oh.
Worst tribute band ever. they're actually a horrible little beast, and they're almost driven to extinction in Europe, but they're back. And what's worse, the cockchafer has there's been a plague of cockchafers in Melbourne. In fact, cockchafing is at an all-time high, and it looks like cockchafing might threaten the Melbourne Cup.
The problem is that all the jockeys are not using saddles this year.
The dirty, rotten cockchafer beetle is chewing up Flemington, where the Melbourne Cup's held, and they're worried about holding the Melbourne Cup this year because of the dirty, rotten cockchafer beetle.
Is there any chance that the natural enemy to the cockchafer is the titmouse? Wouldn't that be great?
The Black Sabbath genome. What's it about? Tell me now.
I've got one out the front of my house in the garden.
It's about Ozzy Osbourne. Yes. Apparently because he's obviously a recovering addict, of about everything. And they want to map his genome to see why he is still alive.
They have it. Forget AIDS, climate change, forget feeding the world. Scientists are hard at work solving the big question, how the hell is Ozzy Osbourne still alive? The 61-year-old former Black Sabbath singer is to become one of only a few people to have their full genome sequenced. And after the scientists have mapped his genome, they're going to extract a little and smoke it. There are lots of advantages to taking as many drugs as Ozzy. For example, you never need to buy 3D glasses. Once his genome has been mapped, the scientists will map the genomes of his children, Jack and Kelly, to try to find out where the talent went. The Hooper's now on 20 points, the Robins are 25 points. Up next, Up Cut. This is the Kevin Rudd Memorial Edition of the game called Stab in the Back. Up Cut. 3 scrambled headlines from the week on the sticky green board. To take the points unscrambled, Tommy Dean, you're on. You have Viagra Whales, Fear, Celery, Grog, Go, Green, Veggie, Mums, and your time starts now. Unscramble.
Go, Tommy.
No. I think.
Go, Tommy.
Actually, the way I would do it first is that whales do go Viagra. Harpoon this, Japan! And are whales, given how they eat, whales could certainly fear celery. It's stuck in the baleen. Bad. Mums.
Grog mums.
Mum whales. Go veggie.
He's plankton.
Well, no, it's because, the whales for so long have had hippies supporting them. It just felt weird that they ate meat.
Is plankton vegetarian? Is...
All right. Green fear, mums.
You're getting close to nothing.
Yeah.
Mums fear.
Viagra. No. Oh.
No, it's what gave them their title. They're happy with that. Mums fear grog.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
How about mums fear grog whales? The last thing you want is your son's coming home with drunken whales.
Viagra goes green.
Yeah.
Because blue's getting boring. It's a marketing push for a new color. What if...
Celery.
Oh!
Celery, because
That doesn't make
then...
any sense.
Celery,
Leave it like
veggie,
that.
Viagra.
Celery, veggie, Viagra.
That's good, actually,
good.
because sometimes when you leave celery in the fridge too long, it goes a bit limp.
That's what I was thinking. It's like CRISPR technology in a pill. Yeah.
I like to cover mine with peanut butter. Celery.
Right. And that leaves us with
Green whales go.
Yeah.
whales go.
Red whales stop, green whales go. Makes sense.
Yes. Go. Sorry, I got it.
Whales go thing.
I'm on one slide.
We're walking away.
And whales go green because the blue whales and the yellow whales have been mating.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 3 of them. And the headlines were: mums fear grog, whales go green, and celery, veggie, Viagra. Big round of applause for Tommy Dean.
But could you help me with the middle one a little bit more? Like, how much do I have to eat?
Well, celery has been labelled vegetable Viagra after research showed it increased the pheromone levels in men's sweat, making them more attractive to women who like sweaty men. It's a well-known fact, pheromones found in salad vegetables make women want to take you home and toss you. If you pack... Plus, the effects of eating celery are immediate. So if you're going to a greengrocer's, grab some celery and eat it in front of the checkout girl. She'll let you pay for it with sex. Ladies, you can tell if your man is secretly using celery just before he gets into bed. You'll hear a strange crunching noise. Tom Gleeson, the upcut board is calling you. You have clean nuclear airbags, come confirmed, leak blokes fitting airlines.
Yes.
Your time starts now.
Yeah, please move that one immediately.
Oh, hey.
Sorry, I had to see that, Libby.
It's very awkward.
I didn't mean you to see that, Libby. I'm really sorry. I'm just so embarrassed. I didn't think it was very fitting, so I feel terrible about that.
It's a good start.
Yeah. I'm not good at crosswords, by the way. I'm really bad at them.
There's something about airlines fitting airbags, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a story somewhere.
I agree with you, because I was on a plane the other day and they had an airbag in the seatbelt.
What?
Really?
Yeah. I don't think that's going to help either.
What's that going to...
But it's there nonetheless. Actually, you know what I think? Well, I'll get the headline right. What is it?
You must fly some fancy airline.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm in show business.
Some special airline where you can survive a crash.
I'd just be happy if the airlines went, you know what? We admit it. You got no chance. Just have sofas and beanbags. And have no safety procedure. Just lie about, and you know, if we're going to die, you know, fuck it. Whatever. Actually, just make an announcement. We're all going to die. What's your favourite song? They play it. We all sing along.
I would love to hear the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we're expecting turbulence, so why not dance?
I think nuclear and leak have to go together.
I'd say so.
But I'm not sure what before.
Confirmed?
Oh, maybe confirmed. I reckon that one looks good, maybe.
Blokes confirmed nuclear leak. No, mate, it's leaking.
I think that's one, and... Oh, well, yeah. Confirmed.
I reckon good flying.
Oh,
yeah.
That's... Oh,
the other one.
No, not the
You did get airlines fitting airbags.
Yes.
Sit down.
No, I'm happy to stand here during my moment of shame.
Okay, the headlines were blokes come clean, clean blokes, airlines fitting airbags, 5 magnificent points, and nuclear leak confirmed.
That's completely different when you confirm a nuclear leak. When you get a nuclear leak and then you confirm it, that's a whole different ballgame. I'm right with you on that, Paul.
Yes, sadly, the rules of the game state, you're trying to get a headline that has been written in the paper.
I'm going to go and get that cum.
You don't bring that cum back here. Don't you bring that cum back here.
And I get in trouble for cockchafer.
Is that what his name is now? Yes.
Move on.
Yes, Cathay Pacific and Air France have begun introducing seatbelt mounted airbags in their economy class cabins. The airbags are designed to keep people conscious through an impact at 16 times the force of gravity. Best of all, when the airbag bursts, it totally destroys that shitty in-flight magazine piece of crap bullshit. It's reassuring to know, as you're plummeting to certain death hundreds of kilometres below, that your last moments will be spent being bashed in the face by a big white balloon. In economy, the airbags are filled with standard recycled air. In business, they get fresh, crisp mountain air. And in first class, their airbags are filled with newborn baby's breath. Over there, a big drop in their score, 32 points. Over there, 35 points. Coming up, the clash of the Titans. This is Clash of the Titans. Colin Lane and Libby Trickett out the front. Very exciting to have you here, Libby.
Thank you. It's very exciting to be here.
So, you're doing is it Channel 10 that's doing the big deli thing?
Channel 1.
Channel 1?
Yes.
So what's that, HD?
It's the 24-hour sports channel.
24-hour sports channel?
Yes. It's a
Happens
lot
to
of
be
sport.
owned by Channel 10, Paul.
Oh, owned by Channel 10. I don't know. I don't have a television at home. I find the whole medium a bit dead. Has that been going for very long, the HD thing?
It was launched last year.
Oh.
Paul, you came to the launch.
Yes, you're at the party.
Yes.
We were at the party.
Do they still call
Was
it launch?
that at government? What's it called?
Cockatoo Island.
What's it called?
Channel 1.
1HD.
Have you heard of Google?
Google.
Google.
Yes.
Computers?
Yes.
The Beatles broke up.
Oh,
Yeah?
terrible.
Yeah.
I'm upset. You're
Yep.
getting no points, I tell you. Okay.
Don't do that. If they hadn't have started Channel 1, they would have been able to afford better stuff on here. Oh, everything on TV is so rehearsed and sophisticated. Yes,
That's
a good
really
idea.
standing in the way. So why don't we just... How's that? Is that more comfortable? Is that you happy now, are you?
Yeah.
Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that bit.
Oh,
That's,
there's a
that's
little
causing
bit of-
everyone a lot of hassle, that bit. Okay. These two warriors
Good luck.
will face...
Good luck.
Lovely. Nice to meet you.
Look, it's amazing. Australia's sweetheart and some dickhead.
Don't call Libby a dickhead.
The sophisticated humour of Colin Lane.
Bam! Wow, out of the park.
These two warriors will face each other on the field of general knowledge. First in gets the points. And remember, your names are your buzzers. Let's check them now. Colin.
Colin.
You got the soft buzzer tonight.
Colin. It's going to be physical. What about this? Just this?
I'd like to have the call. I need the sound.
Okay. Colin.
And Libby, can we try your buzzer?
Libby.
Nice. Well done.
I get
Nice.
attention that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Well, I feel I could just leave the room now. OK, here we go. Who is the Federal Minister for Sport?
Libby.
Thank you.
You are not. Oh.
Kate Ellis.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cheek.
Teams can help a little bit, but that was a bit too much. Sir Ian McKellen is currently...
Colin. Waiting for Goddo.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah.
Even me.
Which member of the royal family is celebrating their 28th birthday today?
Libby. Prince William.
You're right!
Hey!
Who was the Dolly Teen Choice Awards most popular sports star? You've got this one.
Dolly?
In 2007. Yes?
Libby. I know this one because it's a very popular person, and they were really popular in 2007. I'm pretty sure it was Libby Tricker.
It was actually Libby Lenton, unfortunately. The Dolly Teen Choice Award, most popular sports star. Before you were married. Was it a medal? Was there a ceremony?
I had a crown.
A crown?
Yeah, I got to wear a crown.
Like one of those the paper Christmas ones, or like a real...
No, it was like a foam crown.
A foam?
With
A
jewels and
foam
everything.
one.
Yes.
Excellent.
I got to sit behind Delta Goodrum. It was probably
right.
the coolest
What was
thing
that
ever.
like?
Really cool.
What was her hair like?
Well, I remember she was wearing an orange mini dress. It was she looked very stylish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been using Proactive and her skin's so much better. I just worry if she ever stops, what will happen? It's just a nasty outbreak. Oh my God, Delta, go back on the Proactive. And the soy milk's very good for that as well. Who is the coach of the Socceroos?
Libby.
Thank you.
Yes. Pim.
A guy that doesn't know how to win!
I'm going to give
guy
you.
that's just grumpy all the time.
I'm going to give you a point for that. Yes.
Pim Verbeek.
Verbeek.
Bake.
Thank you.
I just.
Verbeek. And here's the last one for. I think it's almost a complete slaughter. I think you've killed him completely.
Yes.
10 points for the last question, though.
Okay. Sure. I'll give it a crack. After water and tea, what is the most popular drink in the world?
Colin?
Think about it for as long as you want. You got in there with your name quite quickly.
It's either coffee or Coke.
Yeah. Oh. Coke. Coca-Cola.
Bang, 10 points gone.
Hey!
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. Bang, 10 points gone. You'll never get that. It is not either. What?
Oh. Do you know?
Would this help?
Beer.
Thank you very much, Libby Tricker, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
10 points.
Yeah.
In very exciting news! Scientists have proved that beer goggles exist. Some days it's good to be a lab rat. Beer goggles, it's a phenomenon where less attractive people become more appealing thanks to the consumption of copious amounts of alcohol. The study found the more people drink, the less likely they are to recognise finer details. In other words, when you're drunk, your vision goes blurry. Who went without a dialysis machine for that study? According to the findings, drunk students are 10% more likely to pick up someone less attractive. Really drunk students are also more likely to chat up a lady, only to discover she's the stick figure on a toilet door. Them now, 67 points. Them 51 points. Strange but true is next. Time to put the icing on the strange but true cake. Claire, Colin, Tommy, you had the Zimmer Frame. The Zimmer Frame.
Look, I've got a proper size one now.
They grow quick, huh? Oh, no, there's the other one still there.
Oh, no, this is the big, yeah.
I thought we should have done
This is its baby.
Did you hear the sad thing is while we're filming the show tonight, some poor old lady couldn't go out?
And there's also a very small lady who couldn't go out.
We also have the batik.
Batik.
The batik. The batik.
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 And we also have from the Basement Birds, Cav Temperley and Josh Pike.
Yeah. Disco it up.
Be alive. Want to be alive.
It's good to be alive, be alive, be alive. It's good to be alive, be alive, be alive. It's good to be alive.
Want to be alive. Want to be alive.
It's good to be alive, be alive. It's good to be alive, be alive, be alive. It's good to be
Please thank Cav Temperley and Josh Pike. Basement Birds. It will be truly beautiful. Do we have an answer?
I'm not sure. I don't know. We've got Zimmer Frames and Batik and
Josh Pike.
Josh Pike.
Cav Temperley.
Want to be alive.
Maybe some sort of maybe Bollywood is remaking Bollywood Indonesian film is remaking some sort of Indonesian version of Benjamin Button.
And it features the kid that smokes cigarettes.
No. What?
So,
Hello.
look, I think that this indicates not just old age, but advanced old age.
Yes.
Like as in, not only has somebody got a Zimmer frame, but they've been using the same Zimmer frame for, I don't know, 40, 50 years.
So really.
And I think this means it's an Indonesian story. And I think I know the story. Do you boys know?
Tell us a story.
Tell us the story.
Well, you see, 157 years ago in Indonesia, a special little girl was born. And despite the fact that children smoke 40 cigarettes a day in Indonesia, she managed to live all the way till now, apparently. So according to some sort of census, they think, they believe that this woman actually is 157 and she has an adopted daughter of 108. Is that the story?
Just bang!
It's true, the Indonesian census has discovered a woman who claims to be 157 years old. Chirinius, there she is. Oh, look at her.
Doesn't look a day over 140.
And that's a clove cigarette in her hand there. Chirina says she was born in 1853. And if there's one thing you can rely on with a 157-year-old woman, it's numerical accuracy. She says she burned all her ID in 1965 to avoid being linked to a coup, because in 65 there was nothing the Indonesian government feared more than a 112-year-old woman. She said she was happy with the way the world has changed in her lifetime, particularly the fact that society is finally beginning to embrace cougars.
Actually, I'd say she's more of a saber-toothed tiger.
Jarena says you're only as old as you feel, and when she gets out of the bath, she feels like a big, soggy, crinkly cut potato chip. Stay where you are. More Strange But True coming right up. Strange But True, the happy ending. Mikey, Libby, Tom, your clues were the bed.
Look, Mum, both hands on top of the sheet.
It does look inviting, doesn't it? Don't you just want to crawl in there beside him? The lab equipment. No, Libby Tricker shaking your head. Really? We also have lab equipment.
It's not working.
Oh, what?
It's broken.
Oh, you know, just
there you go.
I like to wear this to like the sideshow and then go and help out with the dodgem cars and just like help them steer and go.
And finally, we have this.
Oh yeah.
Is that thing sucking all your brain out?
This is really tight. Big round of applause for Christa Hughes.
I come away with my gift to mankind. You're still asleep, Mikey, but believe it or not, my gift don't seem to mind. You look so self-possessed, but I won't disturb your rest. Oh, while you're lovely sleeping, wide awake is best. Oh, wake up, make love with me. Oh, wake up, baby, make love. Wake up, make love with me. Wake up, baby, make love. You come awake with your horny morning mood. You'll have a proper wrinkle in the naughty naked nude. Then I'll go and get the post, and I'll make some tea and toast. What, 2 sugars, is that right? Then you'll have another sleep, dear. But I'm the one who needs it the most. So wake up, make love with me. Oh, wake up, make love. Wake up, make love with me. Oh, I ain't gonna make you unless you fancy take you when you wake up and make love with me.
Christa Hughes!
Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Doesn't it seem odd, Paul, that song has a refrain? Just seems no need to repeat itself. Like first verse, bam, quit singing. I am awake.
Thank you very much, Tommy. Good to know.
No, thank her.
Do we have an answer?
Who gives a shit?
Between having this device on my head and watching that display, I just can't speak anymore.
All I can say is thank God I've got a doona over me.
Libby Trickett's pinching her nose with shame.
I'm so sorry you've sat in this sandwich of disgustingness.
I'm sorry, it's normally a very classy show. I apologise for tonight. It's gone a bit... Seems to have gone a bit wayward.
I was just going to say we had a panani tsunami before, and now we've got a
don't bring it up again.
Sausage fest.
This is... There's been research. Oh, she's gone. Hello.
It's just funny watching you get serious behind that sheet. Actually, what this is really about is...
And you look incredibly hot as well.
I'm melting. Look, there's been stories for years about people. What, Colin?
What Tom said before. There's been stories.
It's just I suddenly feel like we're in your nightmare.
Well, you have been for the past decade. Look, there've been stories for years about people sleepwalking and sleep driving. I remember actually doing this. What was that? Sorry. So there was this. In fact, one of the stories. In fact, one of the stories I love the most. I was doing talkback radio. Oh, what are you doing there? Years ago, we were on the phone to this guy, and he said that one of the kids from his next door neighbours, and you might appreciate this, Libby, he was woken up by splashing every night, and the kid from next door was walking around, coming up the driveway, and swimming laps in his pool, up and down, and like she was asleep. He had to go and get her parents to wake her up. But this is actually research where they think there might be something called sleep sex, or as I've heard it called, with an English woman.
So why do you have to wear this to do the research?
Are you sleeping and rooting?
Are you?
So, I've got this hat on, and I work for the CSIRO, so just do what you're doing, and I'm going to get some more funding.
Yes. Sleeping sex. According to a new study, people who wake up in the morning and feel like they haven't had a decent rest may be suffering from sexsomnia. Sexsomnia, having sex while they're asleep. This is particularly disturbing if you live alone. Even more so if you have a large dog. Researchers...
Even more so if you fall asleep on a plane.
Researchers in Toronto found 1 in 12 people suffer from sleep sex. Suffer. How can you suffer from sex or sleep? That's like suffering from cake blowjobs. Sexsomnia is also known as in-out insomnia or sleepwalking. And it's more common in men than women. Unfortunately, a lot of blokes have sex, roll over and fall asleep. Have sleep sex, roll over and start dreaming. Have dream sex, roll over and it's time to wake up.
You sleep for 6 minutes?
Stay tuned, Doona Dancers. Fast Money is next. Here we go, the game the advertising agencies really miss. The mining industry's fast money. In Indianapolis, 3 armed robbers broke into a man's apartment and stole his big flat-screen TV. What else did they do to the owner?
Flattened him. They timed him. They annoyed him.
Fast money, Cole!
I thought you were giving me a clue.
No, why would I give you a clue?
They flattened him like Flat Stanley. I don't know.
They tied him up with an extension cord.
No, anyone know?
I know.
Oh.
Yes, hi. They stole his flat screen TV, but they had issues getting it down the stairs, I think, or unless I'm making this up.
You can do what you want.
And then they woke the guy up that they were stealing from and made him carry it down.
5 points! I'm getting 5 points tonight, I love it. Normally only 2, I don't care anymore. It's back to you, Libby. An Indian actor who once played Gandhi is playing another historical figure in a different kind of Bollywood movie. What is this movie?
Are you talking about Ben
Mary
Kingsley?
Poppins.
An Indian actor.
Nehru?
No, let's go. Let's throw it
Hitler.
across.
Hitler?
Thank you.
Ah.
I just got something right accidentally. I said Hitler because I thought that'd be funny, but it didn't get a laugh and I got it right. That's a real weird sort of twisted.
Does anyone know the name of the movie? What is the movie?
I'm Hitler and you're not?
Very, very close. My dear friend, well, dear friend Hitler.
My dear friend Hitler.
My dear friend Hitler. Looking at the last days of the Furious life with his relationship with Eva Braun. In China, a city has cancelled a controversial rule that stopped a particular kind of tourist getting visas.
Balls.
Thank you.
Because apparently It's easier to disguise yourself if you're bald.
Thank you. In Ohio, a woman spent 3 days in jail after calling the police emergency line 5 times. What did she want?
Beer.
No? Anybody?
I think I might know this.
Come on, Libby Tricker, come on, you know it.
She was calling to find a husband.
Oh.
I'm coming good, finally.
I think that's quite sad. 57-year-old Audrey Scott. Okay, I'm going to throw this last one open. Here we go. In Germany, the alarm was raised after a petrified driver spotted a Siberian tiger sleeping beside his car. What was the real story?
It was actually an Indian tiger.
It was actually just a small child, and he was just called Little Tiger.
Hitler.
No.
Guy that dresses up as the Bundy Bear had fallen asleep next to his car.
Have we got any?
No, we've got no idea.
No one, anyone.
We don't know the story.
No idea, sorry.
Anybody? It was a toy, thank you very much. You get 5 points, take it home with you. It was a high-quality stuffed toy, of course, in the shape of a Siberian tiger. Police moved in. When they noticed the tiger didn't move, a German police spokesman said the toy didn't pose any threat. There was laughter.
The most amazing thing is that the toy tiger then went on to beat the Socceroos 4-0.
So, in the Senate tonight, Claire Hooper, Colin Lane and Tommy Dean scored an honourable 66 points. Stabbed in the back by Mikey Robbins, Libby Tricker and Tom Gleeson on 89 points. Once again, if we want to know, the fall, the moment of real separation of the point scores was Colin Lane in Clash of the Titans, where he really fell apart and then said get 10 points into the game, which went to you, of course, Libby. Effortless win in Clash of the Titans. Libby Trickett, ladies and gentlemen. Yes?
I think you should take some more points off us for Colin breaking the monitor.
OK, I'm going to take you down to 2 points. 10.com, sorry.
Nothing.
10.com.au/GNW is the address if you want to get the podcast, go behind the scenes, or watch our hidden camera footage of Mikey's brave battle with sexsomnia. So we say thank you and good night, Kevin07, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. The Tour de France will begin. If you haven't watched it for years and are worried about picking it up, it's just like riding a bicycle. In Canberra, the inquiry into consumer access to pharmaceutical benefits will report that all the good ones are still illegal. For our American friends, Sunday, July 4, is the 4th of July, which is held each year on July the 4th. Tom Cruise's meat body will turn 48. Lindsay Lohan will turn 24, which is 17 in drug years. And after offering to serve the party in any manner in which he can be of assistance, Kevin Rudd will be given a tray of finger food and told to circulate. Good night.